Hi, myself Suganya, Assistant Professor in Department of Business Administration UG in Computer Science stream. So, in Dr. S.N.S. Rakshmi College of Arts and Science, in the last video I have discussed about the clustering concept. That is, what is mean by clustering and clustering definition, and where the clustering may be useful. That is the applications of clustering and the requirements for creating or updating clustering into the particular given problem. So in this video I am going to explain about the clustering methods. There are many type of clustering methods may be present. You all know that what is meant by cluster. Yes, it is going to group the data based on the similar objects which are present. Yes, for example, I am already in the last class I have told that in the class we can take as a female as a one cluster. The class is a one group. Yes, cluster is a cluster, female is a one cluster, male is another cluster. This is the basic definition of cluster. So here I am going to explain the methods which are available in the clustering concept. Yes, there are many methods are available. First one is a partitioning, hierarchical, density based and grid based, model based and constraint based. There are nearly 6 types of methods available for clustering concept: partitioning, hierarchical, density, grid based and model based and constraint based. Totally 6 concepts are available. So first I am going to explain the topic called partitioning method. In that one, first method, that is the partitioning method. So here what is that is the given number of partitioning to perform the partitioning method will be created based on the initial partitioning. For example, I am giving the constraint as in that particular group, in that particular cluster, it contain only the 15 female category, or else it may contain 15 male category. So I am going to segregate or fixing some amount in the initial base itself, or else I have to segregate into the 2 concept, or else it going to separate into the 5 concept. Initial itself I am deciding and fixing one limit. That is the partitioning. That is, each group contain at least one object. We are segregated into many. At least one object may be present. In each object must belong into any one of the group or cluster. Okay, it must be present in the group, then only it will be available into the cluster. We all know that. So this is the concept of partitioning algorithm. What is mean by hierarchical clustering is, so hierarchical clustering is nothing but decomposition of the given set of data objects into particular cluster. We can classify the hierarchical method into the 2 methods, that is the agglomerative and division approach. So what is mean by accumulative is nothing but it is known as bottom up approach. We can start each object forming from the separate group. It keeps on merging with another group that close to the neighbor one, that is a similar one. It keeps it continuing until all the objects which is present in the groups are merged into one with the another one. That is called as a accumulative. Second one is a divisive. It is called as a top down approach. We can start all of the object into the same cluster in continuation of the iteration. Cluster is splitted into the similar cluster it till down of the each object which may hold into the particular group. So these are called as a hierarchical method. That is, in hierarchical there are 2 methods are available. One is accumulative, another one is a divisive. So next is a density based algorithm. Density based is nothing but it based on the notation of density. That is, density is nothing but the thickness. It may be the basic idea. The basic idea is to continue growing the given cluster as long as the density in the neighborhood exceed some threshold we are fixing into particular cluster. That is called as a density. Next is a grid based algorithm. So here in the grid based algorithm, the objects are together to form a grid. That is, while forming as a grid, the processing time may be decreased. The processing time may be increased. That is, fastly we can process the data. So this time will be saved. It depends only on the number of cells in the each dimension in the quantified space. So this is the main advantages of grid based algorithm. Next is a model based algorithm. Model based algorithm is nothing but it is a hypothesized each cluster to find the best fit or of the data to create a given model. So it also provides the automatically determine the number of clusters based on the standard data statistics, taking outlier on noise into the particular account of the data. Next is a constraint based. Constraint based is nothing but clustering to perform by incorporating of users of applications oriented constraint. Constraint basically refers to the user expectations of the properties which are described for the clustering analysis. So in this video we have discussed the clustering methods: hierarchical, partitioning, and grid based, and density based, constraint based, and model based. There are totally 6 methods we have discussed. Okay, thank you.